Warning.
He and his team got a big win after
20 years next week.
All right, guys, play this last game.
This series shifts locations as we get set for a big one. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, right here on EA Sports. We're in Wells Fargo Center. We're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, taking on the back-to-back defending NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They held serve in the first 2 games of these finals.
Yeah, that shit makes me want to cry, bro. With Jimmy Butler was guys, that was the year, bro. We should have won. Philly should have won that year, man. I don't care what no one says, bro. We could have won that year, bro.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down the point. Great defense, forcing the miss. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Can't wait to guard this bitch ass nigga Tobias Harris, bro.
Good to have it this time.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Butler. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for the defense there.
That's you, KD.
He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work and catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
To Redick. J.J. Redick. Missed his first. That one goes.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Durant. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
They trail by 1.
Yeah, Ben Simmons came out and guard him.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
That kid can block out the sun.
To Thompson.
And one.
Yes. And the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Not loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Steph, let's loose. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Simmons with it. Now down 6. To Tobias Harris. A lot of contact, shots no good, and no foul.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul
Bro, this was a nice Philadelphia squad, bro.
Klay Thompson trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw good as he completes a three-point play. And
They don't even know how to play, bro.
And a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid.
We'll give him that. We'll give him that.
Here in the first.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back to the next possession.
Curry. The screen
That was a beautiful
sets him
phone.
up for 2. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws a defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do
Wow.
with the splash is enough for him to exploit.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. And scores. Strong take.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving.
Nah, I just love passing on them all. Yeah, look at them headbands.
Special cohesiveness.
Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Blocked away. That's going to be out of
Saw
bounds.
that coming. I saw that coming, yo. They ain't gonna get me.
Redick. To Simmons. Down low for Harris. And it's rejected.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Curry. Add 2 points to the board. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure
That was my fault. That was my fault. I didn't think.
proper skill.
I didn't think he was gonna stop.
To Simmons. Redick. Nice pass.
Nigga ain't gonna make that.
Here's a chance
Figured.
for long range. To Cousins.
And one.
Let's go. Cousins. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
To Redick. Simmons. To Butler.
I don't know how, like,
And hits.
that's crazy.
You can finally
That's
see this team find their
crazy.
rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back on the ball.
Curry. Tough shot. He hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Shot by Thompson, no good. That's what you like to see on the pick and roll.
Ooh.
Basket. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of one here in game number 3. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports.
That was a crazy shot.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things. Brunson.
Look. Boban Jovanovic. That nigga was never nice, but he was just a tall guy. So.
Runner here won't go. To Curry.
That's
Let's
called
go.
man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Brunson. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocks it
Damn.
down from mid-range.
That's just nice, bro.
Sixers have the basketball. Brunson to McConnell. Takes stock of the floor. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. So possession stays with Philadelphia. Brunson
Yeah, this is the final game.
throws it down.
So,
Things are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
To Green. Curry. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Monroe.
don't get me wrong, this team healthy is the greatest ever, but he could have won it that year of anything.
Especially because they didn't figure out Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
And sometimes less is more. Keep
bro,
it
Ben
simple.
Simmons.
That's the best way.
Yeah, bro, you had him at the point guard, bro. You couldn't figure it out. JJ Redick still shooting the three.
Curry.
You had Embiid who was still prospering, bro. Tobias Harris, all of them were setting it all up to be good.
That's one of those things about Ben Simmons. I think if Philly would have never turned their back on him the way they did,
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Monroe. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Count the basket at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
The pass taken away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Curry. Second effort. To Thompson. They'll get it down to Green. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Philadelphia with the basketball. The drive right to the basket. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Another follow, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it. To Green. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
McConnell to Brunson. You've got to get that one to go. To Green. Draymond Green. He's 2 for 2 now.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. McConnell to Brunson. No good. To Curry. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
I got him. Here we go.
Brunson.
Here we go. I got ball.
Down low to Monroe. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers control it. Brunson to McConnell. Screen coming. Lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 for 7.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
To McConnell. Throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Curry. And scores on the Euro step.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Warriors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The 76ers have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Assists.
what you see on screen is how this team was able to gain its competitive advantage, doing what's necessary for the league.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Kevin Durant has it. That'll be...
Let's go.
probing the defense. Gets it in the right corner. Here comes the screen. Durant. 5 on the shot clock. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Brunson to Butler. To Redick. Down low to Monroe. Straight on look to Butler. Able to convert inside.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Brunson to Butler. Driving right to the basket. Brunson. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It's Steph for 2. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Butler matched up with the 2-time MVP. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Sixers call for time as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Cousins. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Monroe. Thompson. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Butler. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Redick. To Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound comes to Durant.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Sixers have the basketball. Butler in a matchup with Boogie. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed, when you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble. Look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. To Thompson. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Butler to bring it up. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. To Redick. And the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. Deep left corner. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Philadelphia with the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hey, lock up.
Got it.
How many times did we see this last year for this Warriors ball club? You know when that third quarter arrives, you better bring it because that's when they take it to another level.
Oh, nice He's fine for the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Butler sizing up Cousins. A big finish at the rim. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they haven't.
Go time is go time.
Brunson to Tobias Harris. Knock loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Harris to Redick. 4-3. And he knocks it down, Jay.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Easy pass to the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Not done yet. Short jumper stays out. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And the rebound by KD.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, that's a scary thing to watch.
Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Sixers control. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Brunson to Redick. J.J. Redick. He's now 4 for 6.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Cruises inside for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
That's why. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Thompson. That's off the
Oh my
side.
God, Clay Thompson.
Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Long key from three-quarters court. It's the Warriors who get the victory.
We did it!
First
We
NBA
champs!
1983. Trusting the process leads him to a championship. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Till next season, my G.
The Warriors won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Damn, Curry got 24 points. Look at DeMarcus Cousins, 19 points, only missing one shot.
Are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
I hate to do it to my city, but you gotta do it to your city, you know what I mean? 10 blocks and 11 steals compared to 4. Yeah, we was they already know.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammates and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Yams. "19 assists, 37.7 rebound, 8 blocks. Like,
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the highlight says it all. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you down and let me see you darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody. Painting wife, cool body to something. Bang, bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I know man? Is it? You're on the floor, so holding my. Is it? Yeah, let me see you darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. Looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stable life, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't have no money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Got me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Now that you go. I love the weekend. Let me see you, darling. The weekend. They rich now, they put down money. All them clowns never help nothing. And they go space now in the bandwagon. Right round town in my bandwagon. Screaming, who told you we ain't got no money? Who told you I can't have no money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding on. Got me talking. The weekend. See you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. I bet you go. Love the weekend. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. I bet you go. My like. My like. My like.
Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal up, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even peel, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, but you know buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, bust down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, nigga my water don't drown, neck whip like baptized, NBA with 4-5,